Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Happy Sunday. Oh, I always look forward to these flights even more when we've had a week off. Welcome, everyone. As I say, yeah, we had a week off, didn't we, last week? Sadly, these Sunday night streams, they're great, but sadly I can't do them with any sort of regularity, which means that they're even better when we are here. So glad that you've all decided to come on board, and many of you flying alongside tonight as well, which is just great. We are currently on the ground at Philadelphia, where we ended our last episode. This is the 6th episode of the series, so you've still got time to get yourself spawned into Philadelphia. We are on the North Europe server if you want to come fly with us. My apologies to those of you that have got things like the DC-6, the helicopter, the CRJ. Who on earth will be in the CRJ for this stream? But no, those mods are not currently installed in my community folder, and reason being, as you guys well know, I keep the community folder really clean, and as such, touch wood, it's been a while since we've had a crash the desktop. We're going to crash now, aren't we, on this stream? Well, never mind. I'll catch you guys up if that's the case. But let's have a look at the map. Before we do, let's see who's with us. So, Christian, Mark, Dr. Magic, Nick, Pilot Pat, Wayne. Hello, Wayne. So good to see you all. Richard Evans is here as well. Christian Starmer and Christian Seaboard is also here. Lando Lakes, thank you so much. Jace Bowen on Facebook, who says, "Oh damn, I'm not home yet." Oh well, you'll have to catch us up at some point. I'm sure you'll get there. Christian says, no DC-6 in the community folder, that's sacrilege. Well, as much as I do like the DC-6, and you know I am a fan of it, it's been a while since I actually flew it, hence it's not in the community folder. What is going on with the Nightbot? I always forget the Nightbot's usually drunk by this time of day, so let me go and just disable that, and there we go. Lazarus, so good to see you as well. Great stuff. Brian, you're parking behind Nick, you think. Richard, you're in the AC5, is that right? Hello to Drini, Luckerman79 as well. Good to see you guys. And J-Hog, you're in VR today. Oh, good luck with that. Tridrian, you're going to fly with us next time because of school stuff. That's no problem at all. Aaron Flood, good evening to you as well. Right, so let's get going, shall we? And we'll see if Christian's DC-6 can fly longer for 100 knots. I guess seeing a Dreamliner, as it's going to be depicted on the stream, flying at 100 knots, that's going to be kind of cool. So bear with me just 1 second, and we shall get going. So let's get inside. Now, I've had a load of keybind changings, so God knows what's going to happen here. We're going to use the trusty Control E just to get the propeller spinning. There we are. Right, our runway is directly behind us. I'm just going to make a 180, get to the runway, and we're going to take off. Absolutely no real world flying to be done on this flight. Oh, here comes my tug driver. Do you know what? I know why you're there, and I don't want you there. It's because this darn thing here, which keeps turning itself on. Oh, just go away. Right, parking brake. Let's release that, and we'll just take his legs out with the propeller. Mark, you've watched most of these, but this is the first time you've joined tonight. Oh, great stuff. Glad you're with us then. So, we are, of course, going to take off into the wind. Let's just quickly talk about the weather. It is windy. It's a little bit gusty. And oh, good Lord. What is the tug driver doing? Will you go away, Mr. Tug Driver? Oh, crumbs. Bear with me 1 second. Let me just... I thought I'd taken him out. Right, is he leaving me alone now? I've just quickly fired up pushback helper to get rid of him. There he goes. He's the zombie ground crew that you just cannot kill off, sadly. Oh, that's better. I've got much more rudder authority just now. Right, I'm getting in line, guys. Don't wait for me. Off you go. Go, 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 go. Really, he really wants to do his job, yeah, and the truck driver's angry for chopping his legs off. Right, well, while I'm just quickly waiting for some of you to get going, we are, let's just have a look. Dr. Magic, you didn't see the tug, just us doing a wheelie. Let me bring in, now this is going to be so easy to get to I-95. I've literally just pushed back and we're going to join runway, I don't know, what's that, 09 left, is it? Yeah, there we go. 09 left, we're going to obviously depart. We'll make a nice left-hand turn, and there's I-95, but we need to do 180, and we're going to continue down. Very easy to pick up I-95 as we pull out of Philadelphia. So there we go. Let's get going, shall we? So who's sat on the runway at the minute in what looks like a sort of, I don't know, A310, something daft like that? Yeah, lots of generic aircraft, Christian. Lots of generic aircraft. Lewis Aviation, good afternoon to you, sir. Hope you are well. So, do you know what? Where's Nick? I'm going to jump in front of him. Christian, is this your DC-6? What a mighty fine looking aircraft you have, sir. Anyone want to take off on the taxiway? Feel free. Let's get some flaps, shall we? Yeah, so it's quite gusty and it's quite a low cloud base as well. So that will be interesting. See how high up we can get. Right then, guys, let's go. Oh, there's my that's the generic DC-6 getting in the way. Look at the crab angle that's just taken off at. Yeah, hold that rudder there, Christian, he says, waving left and right. I told you it was a little bit gusty tonight. There we go, and we're off. So let's get a bit of altitude and then we'll turn around and follow the I-95, which is just the other side of the airfield. So we'll check that out in a moment. I'm very interested to see what sort of altitude we can get to. I'm reckoning not much more than about 1,000 feet. So we'll check that out in a moment. And with Google Maps at the side of me, we've got the Delaware River just over here. That is the border state line between Pennsylvania and New Jersey. We're in Pennsylvania at the moment. Okay, there's the I-95. Let's start to make that turn. I can see downtown Philly ahead of us. Literally just doing a 180 over the airfield. I'm sure that's perfectly safe and allowed. And the one thing that we do love on this stream is going nice and slowly. So we can take in all the sights, like that massive car park down there, which by the way is the economy parking for anyone that is interested. If ever you're in Philadelphia, then you're going to the airport, that's where you need to go for cheap parking. I think, is this the first major international airport that has run right by and come off of the I-95? I think it might be, you know, on our stream so far, which is quite neat to see. So I might just need to head back into the flight deck in a moment and see what, just to see how the Altitude is looking, I think it's okay actually. I think it's going to be okay. I was a little bit concerned because the METAR was reporting visibility of about, was it 700 feet I think it was. What's that down there? Just trying to find that on the good old Google Maps. Strangely enough, couldn't see that. There's FedEx Ground down there, which we've just flown over. Let's make sure that we don't get too high and into that cloud, so otherwise we'll obviously lose all the fun. Little silo building or something there. So the I-95 now has got a name of the Delaware Expressway. And just down here is a travel lodge. Is that the same sort of UK travel lodges that we have over here? I didn't know that they were also in the USA, so that's something we've learned so far. Now, just check this out. This here, I don't think it's anything to do with the airliner company, but this is the Boeing Fire Department. Just there. Captain M, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Are we climbing a bit too much? Yeah, we are. I don't want to go any higher, so we'll trim that out. Christian, has the dock crashed? Oh, that wouldn't be the first time. As he's usually in that sort of mood. He's very good at crashing. Right, there's Harrah's Philadelphia Casino and Racetrack. Where have you gone? Anyone fancy placing a bet? There it is. It's not quite Owlerton, that is it, J-Hog? Much better views. Yeah, I'm going to drop the altitude. I think 1,000 feet is going to be the way to go, given the weather that we've got. We like doing these streams in live weather, live time. It's a bit dull today, though, isn't it? If we're being completely honest. The Commodore Barry Bridge is what you can see to the left of me. Sadly, still a rather, shall we say, solid structure. And if anyone needs a new bathroom suite, then A&C Kitchens and Baths is showing right here. Another good train line showing through as well. We've got a community school, Chester Community Charter School, coming up. Now the I-95 diverges here, as you can see directly beneath us, and then we've got the Twin Oaks Rail Yard, which is just there. Yeah, so this is the 322. We obviously don't want to go up there. We're going to continue. We're going to continue on with the I-95, showing as it is. Oh, guys and girls, hello. This hasn't taken long. McDonald's, there it is. J-Hug, you're in VR. Go and get me a large chocolate milkshake, would you please? There it is. McDonald's. It's probably why there's lots of traffic on the roads around it. Nice little neighbourhood. We've got Chichester Middle School. That's rendered quite nice, isn't it? Complete with all of the school buses in the yard. Just having a look at Google Maps, not showing me what that building is. Oh, it's an elementary school that we've got down there. Elementary school, and then I presume a sort of low department store here. This is Save-A-Lot. And Tri-State Liquors. Wow. So much to admire so far on this stream already. McDonald's and a big liquor store. And across the road from that, Home Depot. Now, got to make sure we don't get lost here, because that diverges and goes to the I-495. We don't want to take that route. So we keep on over here. Lots of elementary schools. Mind you, have a look at the amount of residential properties you've got as well. So I guess that would make sense. So weaving its way around. We're crossing Harvey Road at the moment. Land Election wishes over would add a VR mini window so that you could watch while flying. Oh yeah, that'd be neat. Daniel, am I able to show your aircraft location on Google Maps? No, I don't even think you can do that on Bing Maps. Can you? Not that I'm aware of. So a nice residential area, lots of foliage and trees, as you can see, and because of that, lots of elementary schools. Easy to pick out a few things. Then we've got the Bellevue Skate Park. No, correction, the Bellevue State Park just beneath us. There it is, rather nice little lake as well, and the Houlton Construction Company directly beneath me, just there. I am really glad this weather's holding off, guys. I thought it was going to be raining. Dr. Magic, you tried the drive-through at McDonald's, didn't work, so now you're catching up. Christian, the DC-6 flies like a barn door at this slow speed. Oh wow, look at the golf course. That's the Rock Manor Golf Club. And again, more schools, lots and lots and lots of schools, all named after famous people I've never heard of. Digital Flight Deck, hello stranger, it has been a while, hope you are well. So this is the Bayard Boulevard Historic District and Bayard Village, really. That's a nice little, I don't know what that is, sort of centerpiece, park thing, I guess. It's called Cool Spring. So, decent satellite imagery at this point. Bearing in mind this isn't photogrammetry, this is just generic satellite imagery. Oh, there's another McDonald's coming up. So I'm just making sure that I don't lose my place on Google Maps. And we're sort of coming out of there now, and we can see I can see an airport in front of us. We've got flashing lights. So that is Wilmington Airport. Wilmington Airport that you can see directly ahead of us. For if anyone wants to join us, I have no idea what the ICAO code of that is. I'm afraid, but yeah, Wilmington Airport. If anyone fancies a touch and go. Now, this becomes quite a complex little junction, and I need to make sure that we go the right way. So I believe the I-95 continues out towards the sort of south-west, which is this way. LA Kids 143, good evening, sir. So glad you're here. We love local knowledge. So the stadium to the east of I-95 is the home to the Wilmington Blue Rocks, a single A minor league baseball team. As we start now descending, I say descending, but heading down to a much more popular and populated area of the United States, we're going to find there's going to be a lot more airports just creeping up on us, because for so long there actually wasn't many. And I've always joked whenever flying in the USA how there's an airport every 2 or 3 miles. Airborne Rookie, good evening. William Blenton, good evening to you, sir. Treed Woman, I think it's Wilmington Airport, so I'm afraid I don't know the ICAO code by heart. Just checking now. I want to just sort that trim out. Pilot pack, is that right? So Kilo India Lima Golf. That's the ICO code if anyone wants to join us. So we're heading down. This is a little bit bumpy, isn't it? Almost sounds like I'm boogieing away to the beat. Which I might be, but I didn't expect the aircraft to follow suit. Christina Town Centre. Is that that I'm just passing there? That's an interesting little complex, isn't it? It's obviously just an area. It's got a Cinemark. It's the Christina Mall, actually, and then Christina Town Centre is just off here to the left, according to Google Maps. Anyway, doesn't look like much of a town centre, to be honest with you. Oh, now what's this building coming up right in the middle of the I-95? It's the Delaware House Travel Plaza. Oh, nothing that exciting then. It's just a hotel. So, with that, however, the Christina High School boasts several football grounds, playing grounds, things like that. There you go, have a look at that. You can see all of those. And, oh, Digital! Oh, it's so kind of you, mate. Digital says a little something for your in-flight beverage of choice. Digital, thank you so much. That is really, really generous. And, of course, I'm sure most of you know Digital, long-time supporter of the channel, so thank you very much for your 15 Canadian dollars donation. Really, really do appreciate that, Digital. So, yeah, hope you're not too busy. We have missed you. We've missed you. Private user, that's the home of tax-free shopping. Well, you know, if you can do it, then why not? So this is now the Delaware Turnpike. I love the names of the roads that we have. We have highways, interstates, boulevards, turnpikes. We don't have them over here. Here we have M1, M62, A1. We're not quite as imaginative, I don't think. Now, I don't know if you can see this. There's the Christina River. Where is that? It must be hidden underneath the trees. It's showing in Google Maps, but the Christina River apparently runs down there somewhere. The Folk Memorial Park is shown just here. And then we've got the Delaware Easy Pass Service Centre, complete toll booth. Flight Sim 123, you did your first long haul today, Amsterdam to JFK in the 330 Neo. How did you get on? Hopefully, I think some of you may have seen the video that I did on that recently. I was really impressed. In fact, Airborne Rookie has just said you loved the video of the 330. Glad you highlighted some of the issues. I have had also streamed a flight from Atlanta to Seattle earlier. All went well until landing, and then you think the simulator got tired after 6 hours. Well, hopefully all went well for you. That's the main thing. But yeah, I really like it. The fact that it's got the fly-by-wire information behind it is really good. So another on-off ramp there. We obviously stick with the I-95 as we're now heading down. Am I going the right way here? No, I'm not. Oh, am I? I'm losing my bearings. No, we need to carry straight on. Straight on. That's what happens when I focus on the chat more than I do the scenery. Oh, see, so we've had another name change. We are now on the JFK Memorial Highway. Honestly, we don't get names like this. If you're from the UK, give me a major road that's actually got a name. Where I grew up, I think the biggest named road we'd got was Derek Dooley Way. Named after the footballer, of course, in Sheffield. Starting to thin out now. Weather seems to have gotten a little better as well, doesn't it? So hopefully that's going to play in our favour. Christian, you're back in the sky. What happened, mate? Did something not like... did the DC-6 not like the slow speed? Was that the problem? Now, still looking on Google Maps for some major landmarks. Very easy to get lost when you haven't really got anything too much to go on. I can see there's like a massive big quarry site coming up here. And that's the Little Northeast Creek. Mark, there's plenty of names you want to give some of the roads around Scarborough, but you best not say the one here. Yeah, well, I remember the big bridge to begin with. I bet that's had a few names in its time. Michael, the M6 Memorial Car Park. Love it. Oh, and don't get me started on the M25 issues at the moment down in London. Look how well that is rendered. It's not just obviously flat. They've got the terrain there and everything. You could climb that. You could, whoever's in the helicopter, you could land in the basin there and come out. I've gone off route now as I was looking at that. But let me just come out of there. Obi-Wan, thank you so much, Obi-Wan, for your €9.99 donation. Really do appreciate that, and hope you've had a great weekend, Obi-Wan. Great to have you on the stream yet again, and thank you for your continued support. Really, very, very kind of you. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, I'm still really, really impressed by that. By that quarry that we've just passed. There's a lot of churches around here. We've got the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter. I don't know, Google cuts the name short. Then we've had United Reformed Church. Yeah, lots and lots of different churches. Cheesecake Ridge. Oh no, Cheese Peak Ridge. That's my bad eyes. I got really excited then. Everyone Rookie says the graphics look amazing. You're still tweaking yours since the NVIDIA driver update. I honestly haven't touched them. These are pretty default. I would normally like to increase the render scaling a little bit because the system can handle it, but sadly there's issues with that in the simulator at the moment. So nothing I can do with that. Now, all of these like bright colours you can see coming up just to the right of me is the Whitaker Wildlife Management Area, and then we've also got a gas station and Cheese Peak House Travel Plaza. Christian, are you still in the DC-6? Flight Sim 123, you're on the A1. Really? Hopefully you're not trying to find us. We'll be nowhere near you. The Hollywood Casino in Perryville is apparently coming up. Wherever that is. We're just passing... Again, I'm getting distracted just by the fact that normally you're used to in flight simulators seeing sort of satellite imagery of quarries and things like that. We've actually got we've got a relief feel to them. You can actually get in a car and drive up them, which of course you can do in Microsoft Flight Simulator if you have those specific mods. Coming up then, we've got a river name which I can't pronounce, but I'll have a go. We've got the Susquehanna River? Something like that. Dark Fury, thank you very much, Dark, for your £5 donation, who says, keep up the good work. Here's for a chocolate cheesecake. Hope to see you in the 3:30 soon. Oh, well, you put it in a donation now, Dark. We've got to do the 3:30 at some point, haven't we? And I would be very excited to try that. But very kind of you, Dark. Thank you so much. That car park looks a little wobbly. Yeah, there's the casino that I was referring to a few moments ago, the Hollywood Casino in Perryville. So this is still the JFK Memorial Highway and the toll road. We've got a couple of rest stops showing down here. So as we cross over, there's the Vulcan Materials Company just at the other side of this. In fact, you can see it. There it is. So they obviously dig stuff out, make building materials out of whatever that happens to be, limestone, a quarry of some description. I'm sure you can click on it and get more information if you are on Google Maps. This actually looks like a bridge that you are able to fly under, if anyone wants to have a go. Well, you may be able to fly under it. What I thought would have been quite cool, because I could see fish, is actually just vehicles submerged. I can still forgive a Zobo for stuff like that, for giving us a simulator of this quality. Look at that. That is awesome. Although I'm not quite sure that the water there is respecting the laws of physics. But that's really, really nice to see. Nick, this is your first VFR flight in the new setup and it's mind-blowing. Nick, what have you got? What setup have you changed, mate? Christian, you're 500 feet, a few miles behind at 500 feet. Wow. Low and slow. Nick, I saw that you had now got a 4-engine setup. But aside from that, what else we got, mate? And Frank WG, you're trying out a 44-inch monitor. I bet that looks fantastic, doesn't it? So, just looking at how we're flying here, you can see almost a little bit of crabbing going on. Mark asks, has VR improved a little bit? You have the headset, but you've not used it for a while. I haven't used it because I don't think I've got a rig that's actually powerful enough for it, and I certainly wouldn't want to stream while doing it. Nick, a new processor and a 3080 Ti. My god, I bet that looks good. Christian, maybe you should use only 2 engines. Good idea, but make sure that you have one either side, yeah? Right, so we're coming up on... what's this little place here? Oh, it's called Aberdeen. They just nick all UK names, don't they? Brian, what's my first impressions of the Thrustmaster setup? I've got a video coming out very soon, but just to give you a sneak sort of preview, fantastic. Really fantastic. I've done one test flight in it just to see how we get on with it. Look at the baseball stadiums there. Yeah, I've done one test flight in it just to see how we get on with that. I guess the real test will be tomorrow. We should be live tomorrow for another stream. So we'll find out how we go. Christian says that for a 3080 Ti you need a power plant for that alone. I seem to be getting a bit close to the ground, don't we? Let's check how we're doing. Oh, 600 feet. Oh, that's okay. 600 feet, okay. Perhaps if we just get a little bit higher. Still tracking down the JFK Memorial Highway. Aberdeen Rookie, what flight am I doing tomorrow? I couldn't tell you. Not because it's a big secret, but because I have no idea. I don't plan that far in advance. LA Kids, yeah, exactly. I mean, many names in the USA have their roots in the UK. I mean, come on, New York. That's got to be the obvious one, hasn't it? Maryland House Travel Plaza coming up as the I-95 diverges yet again. Now we've got quite a bit of an industrial centre coming up on the left. You can see actually all of the commercial and industrial warehouse buildings, lots of distribution centres. National Gypsum apparently is also down there, the gemstone. Brian, you'll miss the live stream. You're flying out on a business trip tomorrow. Oh, Brian, where are you flying? What aircraft? What airline? We want details. Obviously, you don't have to give those for security reasons, but we're just nosy and curious. And Barry, are my settings the same as for the 328? The only thing I change is I actually increase the amount of traffic on the roads. That's the only thing I actually increase. Just because I think when flying low and slow, it's probably a little bit better, isn't it? There's another McDonald's. Where are you? McDonald's is just there. There you go. Another McDonald's. I need to come to the USA for a McDonald's because all of the McDonald's here in the UK apparently don't have milkshakes anymore. I think we spoke about this before, haven't we? Great to see so many of you flying out under me down there. That's really cool. Right, we've got a dog park coming up. I seem to be gaining altitude. The fact that it is so windy has actually made it a little bit difficult to trim this aircraft out today. Normally I can set it straight and it's quite happy, but the winds have been changing as we've been flying around. So yeah, the Abington Dog Park down there. Georgie, where's my first officer? We'll just drop him off. And yeah, just coming up now on another area with lots of sort of industrial estates, commercial outlets. Brian, you're flying to Winnipeg, WestJet. The way there. Air Canada on the way back. Air Canada. Oh, that means Digital Flight Deck will be pleased. Hope the weather's good and you get some decent views. So I'm just having a look to actually see where we are. We're going to be coming up on a little place called Clayton, then Joppertown. I'm not actually sure where this particular area is down beneath us. But lots of details with the cars all parked on the side. It must have been a work day the day the satellite went over here. Trinidad, let's do an IFR back when we reach Miami. That is a great idea. That won't happen for months, but that's a great idea. Macy's Logistics and Operations. Macy's, the department store, isn't it, in the USA? Has a big building down there. So I just want to show some of you guys off as well on the stream. We've got quite a few. Oh yeah, we can see quite a few some behind in the distance. So that's nice. Really glad you guys all joined me for this for the stream today. And Simon Smith, hello my friend. And Simon says, always enjoying these calm Sunday VFR streams with beautiful views. Thank you, Simon. You are very welcome, and thank you so much, Simon, for your continued support of the channel and your very, very kind €5 donation. Really do appreciate that, Simon. Very kind of you. So thank you for that. Now, as I'm looking on Google Maps, you can just see a lot of tree lines beneath us, and if you look into the distance, there's no like major cities coming up. I think next major city, although I don't know if we're actually going to hit it today because I think it may be a tad too far out, but I think the next major city is sort of is Washington, isn't it? For those of you in the know, who know the I-95 better than I do and the routes that it takes. There you go. Look, I'm still trying to trim this aircraft out. I don't want to go above 2,000 feet. The cloud base has changed, so that's nice. but it is still a little bit choppy, as you can hopefully see from this view here. I like it when the big band arrives in the background. Let me know, guys, if the music level's too low, too high, etc. What it's set for you guys is perhaps slightly different to what I'm hearing, and obviously want that to work out. Okay. Now I think that's an electricity substation that you can see just down here. And then the Big Gunpowder Falls Stream. That's one heck of a name, isn't it? The Big Gunpowder Falls Stream, showing just there. And I like this. I like this. Somewhere in one of these houses here, I think it's on the out of the 1, 2, the second row. So it's going to be like one of these houses just here that I'm circling with the mouse. Is the top-notch secretarial services. Oh, so many innuendos. Imagine having that pop up on Google Maps as the business name. The top-notch secretarial services. Surely you can do a better name businesses than that. Hello kids, Baltimore is off the I-95. Thank you. Have we passed that yet? Don't know. Brian, yeah, it's quite a large group flying tonight, and it's great. I think this may be one of the largest group flights we've had, which is fantastic. So thanks to all of you for coming and joining us. Really great. And Christian Starmer coming in with a €5 donation, saying he's loving the flights with us, guys. Oh, Christian, thank you. We love having you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, and very kind of you to support the stream. Thank you so much for that. Right, another quarry. Doesn't actually tell me what this is. White Marsh Childcare. I'm guessing this isn't the area of childcare, although my girls would love that. Although not one of them. One of them doesn't like getting messy. The other two, they can have 9 pairs of clothes in a day if we let them. Base player 58. Interstate numberings are odd numbers, north-south, starting with a 5 in California. Is that California, CA? Yeah. Pilot Pack, good spot. So Kilo Mike Tango November is off to the left. Good spot. So if anyone wants to join us, Kilo Mike Tango November is just off to the left of us, just there. That is the Martin State Airport, isn't it? Yeah, Martin State Airport. If anyone wants to join us. Again, now you see the sort of textures of the ground becoming quite in depth as we come to a decent populated area again. In fact, what is this area? Oh, it's Baltimore, of course, coming up on Baltimore. So we're probably going to get some decent textures coming up into Baltimore. Look at this for a intersection. So yeah, this is just what you were saying a moment ago, isn't it, LA kids? So it's the I-695 that we're crossing here, but that is one heck of a piece of engineering in real life and in the simulator. And LA Kids 143, Baltimore Great Crabs, yum. I wonder if you can actually drive along these, because you can obviously get mods, can't you, for the simulator? Imagine driving along that as well. So obviously I-95 continues straight on, as we shall do. Just check that altitude again. Oh yeah, that's fine. So, as well as obviously following on the map at the side of me, I just like looking down and seeing. And I think it's crazy knowing that every single one of these houses that I can see down beneath us is there in real life. People live there, they may even be on the stream. If you're on the stream and you can see a house, let me know. So there's the Price Right Marketplace of Rosedale Plaza, just down there. Doesn't look very full in the car park, does it? So the I-95 goes off to the left just here, with a building which is apparently up-to-date laundry, whatever that whatever that means. I could do with someone doing our laundry. There's not enough hours in the day to wash and dry all our laundry. Okay, so down we go. Still on the eastern seaboard, and you can still see parts of the Atlantic. And then what looks like a major railway network, isn't it, that we're about to pass over. Another reason why one day I would love to see trains in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Imagine flying now and just seeing a train or two whooshing by underneath. That'd be great, wouldn't it? The Bayview Golf Centre showing just there. The I-95 about to make a nice turn over to the right. Lots of cars moving down beneath us. And again, I know the cars has its issues in... look at this, you'd never get buildings like this in the UK. All perfectly aligned. Looks like it's been built in some sort of Sim City game. Yeah, I know cars have their issues in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but because of the textures around the roads and things, they just look so good. TSW2 inside Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, you know, given the amount of work that they have done to creating a one-on-one replica of the entire globe digitally, who's to say stuff like that won't come in the future? In fact, I saw someone come up with the idea that potentially, what do you reckon, one day you could have people on multiplayer in cars, trains, boats, ships, aircraft, all within this flight simulator. So we are about to, for the first time, lose sight of the I-95 as it drops under the Patapsco River. Now we need to make sure that we see where it comes back up, don't we? That would be just here. And the Fort Mchenry National Monument is just down there, which again actually looks to be rendered quite nicely, because that's certainly not a generic building down there. Is Baltimore a photogrammic... I can never say that word. Is Baltimore photorealistic? Let's use that phrase instead. Because if it's not, it looks blooming good. And the cruise ships in Winans Cove. You can get add-ons as well, can't you, at the moment for global AI traffic for ships. I think that'd look cool on a stream such as this. There's another major rail yard. The Baltimore Sun. Is that a newspaper or press printing house? Only because we have the Sun newspaper here over in the UK, so that's the only reason I'm thinking about that. Mark, it looks like photogrammetry to me. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And I mean, look at this. We've got the factories, the chimneys. Now imagine a little bit of smoke coming out of the top of that as well. Am I being too picky? I'm not. I'm just saying this is amazing to begin with, and they could still go so much further and add so much more, which, you know, this is the sort of simulator that's still going to be around, I reckon, in 5-10 years' time, getting better and better and better. Okie TM, good evening, sir. Hope you are well. Thanks so much for joining us. And there's just so much to take in around here without losing sight of where we are, of course. Quality Ethnic Foods Incorporated is what you can see just here. OKTM, this is Baltimore. Christian, your DC-6 can't fly before 120 knots, it's too heavy. Christian Starmer, we're on the North Europe server. North Europe server. Just checking, there was the on-off ramp. I'd lost my bearings for a second on the in the simulator. But here we go, back again, and lots of brown roofs just there. Making sure we stay on the I-95, the I-695, just intersecting us again. And KBWI is coming out on the left. Let's have a look. There it is. Anyone wanted to join us? There. Oh, zoomed out a bit too far. There it is. You can see Baltimore, Washington International. Just there. Now, does the I-95 actually go anywhere near it? I don't think it does it? But if anyone wants to join us, get yourself to Kilo Bravo Whiskey India and get yourself on the North Europe server. Now I believe the area to the right of us is called Avalon. There's lots of trees suddenly need to be rendered in. And the I-895 is what you can see joining us just here. But there's Jefferson. Thank you for stopping on by. Doing a US tour for your virtual airline in the 32NX. Well, there's probably no better airliner at the moment to do that in. Airborne Rookie, you can find the server by it's on your top right in the main menu where you select your Xbox username. What's that? That's the Elkridge Elementary School. Funky colours. Phil, how do you select the server you didn't realise you could choose? I'll tell you what, there's a couple of people asking that, and so if you press the escape key here, it's just up there. So there, you can click on that, and you can select the server that you want. That must have looked a bit weird to anyone that was following me, so I apologise. Now, I'm just having a look at what this is. Ah, right, this is a Tesla shop. So I'm wondering if... Oh, I thought they might have been solar panels. They're not. It's just a massive building. But yeah, Tesla, apparently. Just there. Airborne Rookie, it's the North Europe server that we're on. Looks like quite an exclusive golf course as well, doesn't it? To the right. So this is Linwood over to our right-hand side as we're flying. And Philly's Best Pizza and Subs, apparently. Just, where's that going to be? I'll get my bearings in the... yeah, so that is just there. If anyone wants a pizza, there you go. DHL Global Mail is what is responsible for all these buildings. Richard Evans, we're going over Lawyers Hill. Is that what it's called? Lawyers Hill. Must not be a very popular hill. Mark, are the airports coming up? You've had to put your lad to bed and you've crashed. Oh, real world problems. Oh, let's have a scout to the horizon for some flashing lights. We've just passed Baltimore Airport, although that Oh, there's Baltimore. Baltimore Airport is still behind us. Kilo Bravo Whiskey India, I think it was. So we're not that far away from Baltimore Airport. Another quarry I can see coming up there. This is all industrial business complexes, as you can see. Dr. Magic says that it looks amazing with the Bayard trees. Yeah. I love how they got cars in the parking lots. I think I might just be getting a bit high. Either I'm getting high or that cloud base is coming down again. Oh, I have climbed a little bit. Let's just get back down. Don't want to lose the visibility of the stream, do we? Get below 2,000 feet and level her back out again. 1,800 feet is a good round figure. So once again, we appear to now be coming out of the built-up area. Goodness me, this is difficult to trim today. Oh, it's bouncy as well. Look at that. You see that? Quite turbulent. Christian, the electric two-man GA would be suitable for this flight because it's so quiet. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Richard, Skaggsville is ahead. So let's see if we can get that trimmed out. Then we'll go back outside and enjoy the view. That doesn't look too bad. Right, well, whilst I've been doing that, I've lost my place. Okay, there we are. Yep. The river that you can just see as well is the Patuxent River. That's some great names. There it is. Oh, this is interesting. So I don't know if you can, if anyone else that's following this on Google Maps just for the first time, I've actually seen either cloud cover or smoke. That's the first time I've seen that on Google Maps. Normally it's all very clear, isn't it? Those water textures get me every time, you know. They really do. Oh, I bet that's quite a nice little area. Little baseball field, somewhere to go at the weekend. That looks like one hell of a traffic jam on the Interstate just there. Sometimes you see them, don't you? You can see there's almost like ghost images that all the cars are obviously on the Interstate. UPS customer care is just here. Just checking again we're in the right place. Don't know, I've lost my bearings. So easy to do. Oh no, I think we're in the right place. Christian, have you tried the A330? I quite liked it when I gave it a play. Air Trooper 37, hello to you. Hope Alicante is treating you well. Having a look to see if the I-95 has got a different name yet. Changes name every few miles, doesn't it? Now, I can see over there airport lights. I'm almost certain I can. You wouldn't be able to see those in real life, but I'm pretty certain they're there. Air Trooper 37, we are coming towards Calverton. Hello, why aren't your propellers spinning? With another built-up area here on the horizon, I would imagine to have some decent scenery once again. Oh, power lines. It's quite strange not to actually see power lines physically rendered in the simulator. They obviously do that, we've seen them before. And there's nothing really out of the ordinary so far. I like to, as you know, if you've watched any of the episodes in this series of streams before, I like to pick out sort of like different things. But everything is just looking very normal. We've got comprehensive schools, we've had some McDonald's, yay. I think the absolutely fantastic secretarial services might have been the best thing that we've seen so far. That did make me chuckle. Is that a roundabout? Oh goodness me, I bet that foxes people. Just like this little intersection is going to fox me here. So, the I-95, where do you go? Seriously, where's the I-95 go? The I-95 stops. It goes to a park and ride. No, that can't be right. Come on, where are you? Does the I-95 stop and there, or does it change names as it comes through Washington? Oh, hang on guys. I need to enter a holding pattern. The I-95 stops. So the I-95 stops, it becomes the 495 which circles Washington. Okay, we need to make a... hang on. Let me just put it into a hold. Right, okay. Which way are we going to go around Washington? Are we just going to cut straight through the centre? Because it literally stops just there, as you can see beneath. And it joins the... or it becomes the I-495, which goes both that way. And, oh, this is crazy flying. Goes that way and that way. So you can go east or you can go west around Washington. So which way are we going? Brian says left towards Washington. I say they both do it, don't they? So the I-495 is the I-95's bypass. To bypass all this traffic. Oh, I get that. Do we need to put it to a vote? Are we going eastbound or are we going westbound? I'm literally just circling the end here. Now, Christian's just said what I thought. Straight through, low-level sightseeing above the White House, Lincoln Memorial, Washington Monument. Might be the way to go, you know. Because it would be good. I have things like the National Gallery as well, all that stuff. Do you know what we can do? We're going to follow the power lines. I'm just looking on the map. We're going to follow the power lines. Lazarus is a tornado of planes. Yeah, we're all circling because we're all lost. Right, okay. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna leave the I-95 as it obviously disappears, and we are going to follow and head straight towards Washington. And into Washington, this will be a great place to end the stream this evening. We'll do some Washington sightseeing, and then we'll pick one of the many airports around Washington. There we go. Look, there's the substation, power station. So we're going straight through, following. You can see the clearing, and I bet we're going to see some great stuff. Digital, you've just noticed the livery. Yeah. Big thanks to Dark Fury for that one. More or less one, the I-95 does go through downtown, so the easy thing to do is head to the ocean and pick it up on the other side. Yeah, I think we're just going to go straight. We're going to cut through the centre of Washington, D.C., just because we know we're going to see some cracking sights. And, you know, I think the Ronald Reagan Airport would be the perfect place. Washington Monument, we can have a look through that. We've got the White House downtown. And of course the Lincoln Memorial. We're going to fly close, slow and slow through all places we're not allowed to fly. Christian, land on the pond between Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument instead of the airport. Yeah, and then wait for the guys in the black cars to arrive. You can see where we're headed, guys. You can see where we're headed. The trick is, once we do depart Washington in the next episode, we're going to have to do some real map reading and pick up that I-95. Christian, Secret Service is on vacation today. Well, it's... oh, what do you call it? Isn't it Thanksgiving weekend? Although that's in Canada, isn't it? Yeah, so if oh good lord. Looks like the D-Day landing's in Washington. We'd be shot down for sure if this was real life. Has anyone ever attempted the river visual into Washington Airport? It's great fun. We could try and land on the President's Park. Just for the hell of it. J-Hog, you've crashed and you're upside down in a field, but the best thing is you're in VR, so you've fallen off your chair. Oh, I've got just visions of a tortoise upside down. Air Trooper 37, you're jigging away here. Yeah, so am I, mate. So am I. That's why I love Sunday night streams. Digital, yeah, the Canadian one is Thanksgiving now. US one's November. Is it November 5th? Something like that. So, first place I'm heading to is the Lincoln Memorial, which we can see. And then we're just going to do a few laps over Washington. Hello, who's there? I thought that was some sort of custom building, baseball stadium or something. Clearly not. There we can see the White House. Washington, to me, just isn't quite as impressive though as say New York. It's not really a it's not a city of skyscrapers and things, is it? It's quite a low level city. Christian, screw Thanksgiving, you just want Black Friday. Right, so we've just flown over the memorial. There it is. Might go ahead and do this inside the inside the flight deck, you know. The flight deck, the cockpit, wrong aircraft. Christian, is it not the White House? Why is it called the White House on Google Maps? Brian, you can see Biden's dog biting the Secret Service staff in the front garden. So there's the Lincoln Memorial. Digital says a lot of Greek-inspired buildings. Cool place to visit. Yeah, certainly nowhere I've ever been. Christian, I think, remember mate, you're probably on around a 30 to 40 second delay from me. So as I'm coming around now, where's the White House gone? Oh, it's over here somewhere. So this is the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. A lot of detail in this. Do the flags move down below? Or are they all solid? They might not be moving. It'd be rude to land here, wouldn't it? And then you've got the ellipse. Should be to the left. Oh, there we go. There is the White House. There's the White House. And I'm just trying to get another good view of that, because we can't do this in real life. There's the White House. The Pentagon is the other side of the river, I think, isn't it, Richard? There we go. Quick fly over the White House. Don't stall my aircraft. Tell you what, how people can fly like this full-time in airliners, I have no idea. There's the Capitol building, isn't it? Oh, I see. Did I call that the White House before? My apologies. But we'll go and have a look at the Capitol building. The Capitol building, isn't that the one that got destroyed in Independence Day? So many of these buildings look the same. It's uninspiring. And that's not a dig at Microsoft Flight Simulator, because from what I can see here on the map, this is exactly how they look. I don't know. New York is just completely different, isn't it? Massive train station there. Okay, so where's the Pentagon? That's over here, isn't it? That's we can't mistake any other building for the Pentagon. Oh wow, guys, look at this. We're literally buzzing the nation's capital. So many lights. It's awesome to see. Daniel, find the Air and Space Museum. Where on earth is that? The Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum. Is that it? Which is that it just there, I think? Yeah. I think that's the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum. Just there. I am still just buzzing the Capitol because I think it looks fantastic. What better way to enjoy Microsoft Flight Simulator than doing stuff like this. Anyway, I'm going to head over now. I'm going to make a left and we're going to have a close look at the Pentagon, because of course we're not allowed to do this in real life. Down there. And that's going to be our end airport for this episode. And if you've never tried it, try the river visual approach into this runway, because it's a stunning approach. Not easy. Certainly not easy. But doing it in the A32NX is probably the aircraft of choice. Vibrant Hawk 197, it's crowded here, yeah. Wonder if anybody else just happens to be flying around Washington this evening. No idea, not watching the stream. And suddenly there's been this wave today. And that's you guys. You are all fantastic. Thank you so much for flying with me this evening. It's certainly been the largest group flight that we've done on this series. Just out of interest, if you are flying and obviously watching, just type in the chat. Just type in the chat that you're flying. Just type yes, something like that. I'd just love to get a rough estimate of how many guys we've got actually flying with us tonight before we bring her in for a landing. And you can tell that everyone is really enjoying the flight because they're concentrating on what's on their screens rather than typing away and chatting, which is great. So Tridwomen, you are flying. Dr. Magic is flying. We know Christian's flying as well. Dark Fury is also flying. Mark is flying. British Raven, hello British, is flying. Nick Burrows is flying as well. Obi-Wan. So how many is this? So let's just give a quick count. We got we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We've got we've got about 16, between 16 and 20 of us flying. A few flying a little bit earlier. A few lying upside down on their office chair. Christian is still lying in ruins in Baltimore. Bless him. Looks like the sun's just starting to shine out on a little bit of Washington there, isn't it? Great clouds today. Weather or winds, looking at that river, is not particularly smooth. Alright, well, I'm going to go and do a very sort of minor river visual. So let's get back on the flight deck for that. So if you are doing the river visual, it's something a little bit like this, but it's a little bit more complex, particularly in an airliner. So I'll spin it around in a second. And you basically follow the river. You need to be at certain heights as you pass certain bridges. Yeah, and that's how that tends to work. Okay, let's bank her around, and then we're going to come land at DCA, which is where we're going to pick up the stream next time. The fun's going to be next time. The fun's going to be map reading and picking up the I-95 again. So here's our arrival runway, following the river. And if anyone does want to check out the river visual, a long time ago you can actually find me doing it in the A320 as one of our showcase videos. So it is there for anyone that wants to try it and have a look. Okay, we've just checked out the chart, the river visual, and wow, yeah, good fun. Good fun indeed. So this is basically the last segment of the river visual, except imagine doing it in the Airbus. using the Pappies usually, except they're not exactly set for an aircraft of this size. Try and get that landing zone on that centre line. And come on, touchdown. Gently. That'll do. And brake to vacate. Oh, that's probably one of the worst winds we could have had. Kind of a cross tailwind, and what looks to be not a small wind either, looking at that windsock. 5, 10, 15, between 15 and 20 knot wind. I might have to check that METAR out afterwards. Which aircraft am I flying? It's the Diamond DB20, I think it is. Beautiful. I'm just going to park here and watch everyone come into land, I think. Oh, look at this. Everyone doing the river visual. Excellent. Great way to end the stream. Complete with the hover aircraft as well. Actually, I'm just counting the aircraft here. So many guys today. That's beautiful. Whoever's in the little Cessna, good job, my friend. Good job. There's a load more of us all the way over there, look. And if we quickly had a count of everyone that I can see, what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, so I can see about 20 people have been flying with us today. That is great. So good. Yeah, Brian, lots of planes on the tarmac now. So fantastic that all of you managed to join today. I need to try and remember to import some of the other aircraft in for our flights on a Sunday night. I would have had so much fun seeing Christian in his DC-6, obviously the helicopter as well. Right, guys, thank you so much for flying with us on this episode 6. As for next week, I am unable to confirm or deny whether next week's shall go ahead, but the good news is we should have a live stream for you tomorrow, which has been a while since we've been able to do one on a Monday, so hopefully we're going to pick that up tomorrow, which is obviously going to be good. So thank you so much, guys, to everyone who has flown with me today. A huge thanks and lots of gratitude to those of you who have donated and contributed during tonight's stream to the channel's upkeep. As always, a massive thanks to our EasyJet SimPilot channel members for your continued support throughout the year. And yeah, hope you really enjoyed that, guys. I hope you've all had a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on some more real ops flights this week. Thanks so much, guys. I shall see you all again very soon. Good night.